What if I told you that it's possible to find out how other advertisers have set up their Google Ads accounts? This includes some of the top brands in the world and even your competitor that's right down the street. In this week's video, I'm going to share with you some easy steps for how you can see how other advertisers' accounts are actually set up. And no, you're not going to have to hack into someone's Google Ads account. This is actually information that comes from that advertiser, and it's right there in plain sight. My name's Scott Redgate. I'm an online marketing coach, and if you want to save some money in your Google Ads campaigns, make sure to grab my free PPC cost-cutting cheat sheet. You can get it at scottredgate.com/cheat sheet, and I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, well, if you're ready to spy on some other Google Ads accounts, like this video and let's dive in. So I can already see it now. I'm gonna get a lot of negative emails or comments saying, Scott, what are you doing? This method that you're sharing in this video is going to lead to a ton of clicks on businesses or advertisers' ads where that user who clicked the ad is not going to even lead to a potential sale. And I get that. My recommendation is not to abuse this process that I'm going to share with you, but rather be very strategic with it. And you know what? Throw the advertiser a bone. Make a purchase on this advertiser's website so that you're not just wasting their Google ad spend. Now, with that said, there's a percentage of advertisers out there that you can get almost their entire Google Ads playbook. You can find out what campaigns they're running, what ad groups they have, what keywords they're targeting, and that information is all available to you right in your browser. And so I'm going to run through these steps, and yes, these are steps that I've used in the past with new Google Ads accounts when I was looking at some competitors and trying to get a feel for how their ad accounts were structured, or maybe I had an account that just wasn't performing as well as it could be, and I wanted to get an understanding for what other advertisers in this space were doing. These steps can be really helpful if that is the case. Okay, so let's begin. When you're in Google search, obviously you type in keywords that then trigger ads to show at the top of the Google search results page. And so for this example, I'm going to use this advertiser right here, discountmugs.com. And so they have an advertisement right here. It says customized water bottle, free shipping and handling, 24-hour production. Let's say that you are a competitor to Discount Mugs. So in this example, let's say you are 4imprint and you want to gauge how the Discount Mugs Google Ads account is set up. Now, full disclosure, this will not work for every single advertiser out there. This will only work if the advertiser has manually tagged their Google Ads account. And I'd ballpark it at around 50% of advertisers do this. And so if that advertiser has manually tagged their Google Ads account final URLs, here's how easy it is to get this information. Well, all you have to do is click on their advertisement. And then at the top of your browser in the address bar, you're going to see the landing page. But then you're going to see a lot of information after that URL. So let me back it up here. Okay, so this question mark right here, and then it says UTM_source Google, and then it says UTM_campaign water bottles. There is a naming convention for how you can manually tag URLs to feed that information into the analytics platform of your choice. And so if an advertiser has manually tagged their URLs, you can take this information, and I'll give you a step to make it easier to view, but then you're going to be able to get all of that information that they're sending into their analytics platform, and you're going to be able to get it and see what's happening yourself. And if they only auto tag their ads, you're not going to get all this information that we're able to get if they manually tagged it. But in some instances, there's actually a combination of auto tagging and manual tag. So as I look at this advertiser right here, it does actually look like they have some auto tagging enabled, but regardless, they did manually tag this URL, so we're able to get a lot of the information that we want to see. Okay, so after you've found an ad and you've clicked it and you landed on the landing page and you go up and you see whether it's manually tagged or if it's auto tagged. If it's manually tagged, all you have to do is copy that URL, and then you can go into the AI tool of your choice. And so I'm using Google Gemini right here, and I input this prompt, and I'll leave this prompt in the description below. I said, tell me the campaign name, ad group name, and any other information based on this URL parameter. And then I simply pasted in the exact URL that we just landed on the previous screen. And what the AI will do is it will actually break it down in a nice looking table for you so that you don't have to sift through all these characters and question marks and ampersands. You can get it in a really nice looking table. So for this URL that we were previously on, the UTM source is Google, all right? The UTM campaign is called Water Bottles Night. The UTM medium is CPC, or cost per click. And now we start to get some additional information. So they have a UTM underscore term also added in there, and that was set to water bottles. And then they've got a UTM content, and then they've got a value associated with that. And so you're able to use this information. And some advertisers put almost everything in this URL parameter. And so you're able to get so much information. And after you've run this prompt and you have the information in this table, it makes it really easy in Google Gemini. You can actually do a direct export to Google Sheets to get this information in a nice looking table. And once you have this information, you have it in a Google Doc or you have it in the spreadsheet like we just did here, you can do the same process for some of the other keywords that they're going after. And so there's tools out there. One that I use is called Spyfu. And so you can go to Spyfu and you can input the domain that you want to find some competitive research on. And then Spyfu has this paid keyword section here. And so you can actually get a list of a lot of the keywords that Spyfu has picked up on that this advertiser has targeted. And then you can use that same exact process that we just went through to get the URL parameters and then have AI put it in an easy to view format for us so that you can get an idea of their overall Google ad structure. Something else that you can do if you do not have a subscription to something like Spyfu is you can simply go into the Google Ads Transparency Center. And once you go to the Google Ads Transparency Center to find the advertisements that someone's running, it's super easy. You just scroll down a little bit, and then in this section right here, you just start typing in the name of the advertiser, and then you select that advertiser. And this is going to pull up all ad formats. So this, for example, is either Google Shopping or their Performance Max campaign that they have set up. And if you want to get down to just the search text ads that they're running, just filter by text. And a lot of advertisers, this isn't the case every time, but a lot of advertisers will put the keyword that they're targeting or the theme that they're targeting as the headline of their advertisement. So for example, this term right here, custom tumbler cups, if you wanted to do the same process that we just did for that other keyword, you could just type in custom tumbler cups and you could see their advertisement and you could do those exact steps that we just went through. And so once you have a large enough sample size, and I'm not going to do this because I don't want to waste this advertiser's spend, but you can simply use that same process of taking that information that you got from the AI, putting it into a single document, whether that's a Google Doc, Microsoft Word, Excel, Google Sheets, whatever, and you're gonna start to have a spreadsheet that looks something like this, right? Because you have all this information for a lot of different keywords that you typed in. And then what you can do, the final step that you can do is after you've gathered that information, you can simply copy all of it, go back into the AI. You can say something like, can you better organize this information so I can understand the structure of this Google Ads account? And again, you can either take all this information, you can paste it right into Gemini, or these AI tools, you can even now just upload a file. So you could actually just save this document and then upload it in here. And then once you do this, you're going to get a really easy to view format for the overall structure or the type of structure that advertiser is using in Google Ads. Now, there's some videos that I should probably just keep to myself on this channel. I should probably just stick to the videos like how to create a headline in Google Ads or how to improve your Performance Max campaign. But this is something that I've done over the years and I've gotten a lot of value for it because it gives you a view into the overall account structure for some of the top advertisers out there in the world. And so if you're a new advertiser starting out and you want to get a feel for how are some of the top businesses out there structuring their Google Ads account, this can be a super powerful method for you. Well, friends, I hope this video was helpful for you. And now that we've completed these steps, I'm going to see how I can give back to this website. So I'm going to start shopping some of the products that they have. And if you want to give back to me, something that you could do that would mean the absolute world to me, if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, that will give me a little momentum in YouTube's algorithm so that I can help more and more businesses like you. Thank you so much.